welcome to the talk.
No, we're not the talk anymore, so you gotta restart.
Fuck.
Wait, the name change?
We changed it
I just
today.
dudes on the couch.
We did it like 10 minutes ago.
It was
That's why I forgot. We're like, we'll call it dude. We might change it again.
I was like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong place.
It's the wrong show.
Alright, so do you want to do the intro for real this time?
Yeah. So
Sorry.
welcome to Dudes on a Couch. You know me, your boy Alex, and Matt, Chris, and Travis. And our guest today is Josh.
Josh.
Just Josh.
Just
Just
Josh.
me.
We gave Dan's full name, including both his middle names last time.
It's okay, I was a last minute addition.
Yeah,
It's true.
We didn't know.
we're out of content already.
I think this show is a last minute addition. Every episode is just
They tried to get the mayor, but then canceled.
He bailed.
yeah.
Wait, who did we try to get?
The mayor.
Did we actually try to get the man?
No, but we should.
Is there a mayor with them?
I don't know if we have...
No, there's a town manager. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Do you think we could get him on the show?
I know someone on town council, so I might be able to have a contact.
Would he be okay with being presented in this?
The guy on the town council?
Oh no, it would be really funny if we just made it sound like this is gonna be this big show.
I mean,
He
you
goes up to
probably make
this.
a really formal email about it.
I bet
Yeah,
you make
find
a
somewhere.
nice email about it.
Is it an election year? Because they'll probably need the publicity.
I think that's next year.
Yeah, all 6 of our viewers. That'll help them win his race.
I will say this, on the first video, I was your first dislike.
You
Not
disliked
because...
it?
What? Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Ironically, or
No. I'll give you my reason why. Because
there's a door.
it really... It wasn't my account. It was Erica's account, and she really didn't like it.
Okay.
So I had to dislike it.
Why didn't she like it?
She didn't like the Bad Bunny part. She just
Why?
didn't understand why that was the title.
Bad Bunny?
it was
What else could have been the title?
I don't know. She really didn't like that title, so...
We had to clickbait.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually about Bad Bunny. There was
Yeah.
15 seconds worth of Bad Bunny in it, and it's still the magazine.
Maybe she was
right there.
waiting for Bad Bunny to be like.
We didn't know who Bad Bunny was at all.
Yeah, that was what it was about. Remember, we were like, we don't know who Bad.
And the
I
second
was
one's
pretty
about
disappointed
horse
in that.
whippets.
Because
Why?
you guys were musicians, and I was like, oh, he's
And we had a picture of
And he's right
Bad
there,
Bunny.
yeah.
And I was like,
We're just
I don't
like, yeah,
think this
who's
is
that?
Bad Bunny.
And it's
I
a magazine.
literally looked at the picture and said, I don't think this is
Did
Bad
you think it was
Bunny.
like some porn
You
star?
thought it was FaZe Rain.
How the fuck do you know who FaZe Rain is, but not Bad Bunny? He's like one of the biggest Hispanic artists ever.
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 What
you
about
sure?
Selena
What
Gomez?
about
Well,
Drake Bell?
I'm like 82% sure.
Drake
That's
Bell,
a-
dude.
Yeah, did
Tell
you
me
know
know
this
about that?
before.
Did you know that?
What?
Drake Bell?
Oh, yeah.
He just plays music in Spanish now.
For some reason.
He just has a better market.
Well,
there.
what happened?
Selena Gomez,
well,
too.
What
Well,
happened
that makes
was he
sense,
got in
yeah.
a bunch of shit because one of his ex-girlfriends came out and was like, yeah, he beat the fucking shit out of me on Twitter, and everyone was like, shit, fuck Drake Bell, and then he just kind of
Switch
stopped
markets.
using Twitter and moved to Mexico and just started singing songs in Spanish. And
That's why they should have
really
dated
big
Josh.
market.
What a guy.
As a representative of all Joshes, you should have dated Josh.
Yeah,
Josh
sounds like it.
Oh no, he's married. Never mind.
Is he married?
Yes.
I don't know that. Who's he married to?
Don't know.
I think it's a person.
Oh,
Could be wrong.
Could be a horse.
I don't think it's a horse. I
Yep.
think he's anti-horse.
Oh, okay.
that's not good.
I kind of don't like horses either.
Horses do kind of sketch me out.
Now that Dan's not here, fuck horses.
Oh, does Dan own a horse?
We talked
No.
about the name of
Oh,
the
you'll
last
learn.
episode was called Horse Whippets, and
So-
he told a story about how he punched a horse in the eye.
Oh my god.
At an abused horse farm.
Who
he
was
punched a
addicted
horse
to
in the
doing
eye.
whippets.
What?
Yeah.
How? How does a horse get addicted to something?
You gotta watch the episode
Yeah,
just to find
we
out.
explain it all there. If
I
you want to
wanna-
find out about horse whippets, new video up right now.
The
Last
only
week,
horse story-
actually. So
The only horse story I have is that a dog that lived on a farm got kicked so hard it shit itself right on the spot. And now it can't go near horses. And that's about it.
When I was 7, we went to my grandmother's. It was like a community barn kind of deal where they all kept their fucking horses there. And this dude was like, "Hey, you want to ride my horse?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." So I get on this dude's horse, and he doesn't even put the saddle on tight. And the horse just randomly started freaking out, trying to buck me off. And that's why I don't like horses now.
fair.
I was
Trying to
kicked.
kill me. And then he went and got one of his other horses. And was like, sorry, this one's better. You want to ride this one? I'm like, nope. I'm good, dude.
No more horses.
I'm all
Oops,
set.
I took a screenshot.
Using your phone during.
I was silencing it.
You
I was
didn't
told
see
this is
me?
gonna be professional, and now they changed the name. I don't know where I am.
We're on
New
our
carpet.
phones.
Is this a new carpet?
I think it's a new carpet.
Yeah,
It's a new word carpet.
it's been there for.
It's been there since I started. With
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first weeks it was there.
Pretty recent.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
This is what the show's
So it's
coming to.
newer.
We're talking about the
It's
carpet.
newer. It's
Did you
about
get
like
Secondhand.
Yeah.
Oh, did you stitch it yourself?
no. I don't know how to make rugs.
Those are pretty bad flowers, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
They're rough.
I think it was my mom's.
Probably shouldn't talk about something that's not in camera.
Yep.
I'll just cut to some B-roll of the
Okay.
couch and the rug.
We'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
some
Makes sense.
film of the couch or of the
Yeah,
rug.
yeah, I'll make it very like product-y.
I
I
have a
want it
leather
to look
couch.
like an HGTV show when you do it.
Okay.
Highest
Way
camera quality.
better
Love it or list it.
quality.
Yeah.
We'll just cut to like some really generic like
Rug.
offbeat music as well.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys seen Leopard List It recently? I don't know how that lasted so long.
Not recently.
It is so anti-woman, it's insane.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wait,
How?
what?
Like everyone just belittles the one interior designer, and she like does the best work. The other guy just literally goes on like Zillow and finds houses, and this other girl like literally demolishes the house and moves it around from the inside out. And they're like, "Yeah, you're really dumb because you're stupid and a woman." That's literally all they say. They're like, "You're the worst person in the world." I was like, "What is going on? How is this even a good show?"
Brothers by day, lovers at night.
They probably have had sex. There is tension there. The guy's like an off-brand Jason Statham, so
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
just without the beard.
Perfect.
That makes sense. Love It or List It's a weird show. But like
Don't recommend it. Fixer Upper would
Fixer Upper,
recommend.
it's pretty good. I don't know. I watch a lot of the Home Channel sometimes, or like the Home and Garden Channel on Hulu. watch
If I
that
saw you
sometimes.
two on the street, I would not expect that.
And you gotta watch some house shows.
Dude, Fixer Upper
House
is a
Hunters?
great
House
show.
Hunters International, dude.
Dude, it's funny because like I'm the
Okay.
one that's supposed to be trying to be a real estate agent, and I don't watch shows about houses.
Don't watch Love It or List It. Actually, if you want to, watch Love It or List It.
I've
Apparently
watched
just be
it
really
a
mean to
couple
interior
times.
designers.
It does kind of suck.
What?
That show.
Love It or List
Yeah.
It? Does
Like-
kind of. I'm not saying it sucks. I'm just saying it's.
I don't
weird
know.
How
I
aggressive
prefer.
they are.
I prefer, like, House
Dude.
Hunters International.
Yeah.
I
House
was
Hunters International.
obviously
That's really the only
as
one
a
I
child
watched.
a pretty big fan of Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
That
Oh,
one
yeah,
was
that-
pretty
that's
extreme
loud.
makeover.
I guess they tried to do like a reunion, and the guy was like, "Nah, I'm good." Just didn't want to do it.
Remember the one where they made with the kid, like the kids, but like they had like a tunnel in the wall. For the longest time, I asked my mom if we could get like a house with tunnels in it. We never got a house with tunnels in it. But she kept telling me every
I know
time we
they
moved.
built those kids like the craziest fucking shit. They're like, "You like playing football? Your whole backyard's a football field now." Haha. Like,
It's like you have a $2 billion NFL stadium in your backyard now.
And then 2 years later, they just hate football.
Yeah.
But it's
well,
not.
2 years later, they're in poverty because they can't afford the property tax.
That happened to a lot of the people on that show, where they just like after a couple of years they just couldn't pay the taxes. 'Cause
Yeah, I
they
think
built
that's
a
why people want to
massive
go
house.
back.
They have to report it as a new asset, so they have to pay the sales tax on it too.
Yeah.
Even if it was a gift.
The
Yeah.
parents never let them let it down. They're just like, you just had to like football. Couldn't have been fucking soccer.
The bald dude with the goatee is like, we spent 8 years trying to get licensing with Disney so you could have this Little Mermaid room.
It's like, but we can't afford it. Too bad we're making it into a show.
Dude,
How
that
much
show
is
would
an
go as
aquarium
far like
upkeep?
Little
I don't
Mermaid.
know.
You like Little Mermaid? They would go find like any chick, and then just cut her in half and like stitch her to a fish. Like, now you have a mermaid.
Move that bus. And their whole house is a fucking clam shell.
Just full of like rotten seafood.
Dude, if I
This
went
is
on
what
that
they
show, I'd
wanted.
want my house to be SpongeBob themed.
That's
SpongeBob.
dangerous.
I want a pineapple.
I was
Would
being
the new
neighbors to the
spin-off?
people.
Fuck that
No.
shit, dude.
I
That
haven't
shit looks
seen any
awful.
of it.
Yeah, it does look really bad.
It looks so bad.
There's a spin-off.
Like they're pretty. Yeah, they made them all kids.
No,
Which
I'm
is
talking about the Patrick Star spinoff.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
I have not
What the
seen that.
fuck?
As soon as the creator died, because his big wish was like never ever create spin-offs of the show. I just want it to be SpongeBob. And then as soon as he died, they just like, okay, time for spin-offs. Who wants your Patrick
Well,
Star
that's
show?
like what they
Yeah.
did with Camp Coral too, because he like fought when they first started the show. He didn't want them to be kids. He wanted them to be like young adults, and they were very insistent. And he talked them in. He's like, "No, we're not gonna do kids." As soon as he died, they're like, "All right, we're redoing it, but they're kids."
Money
now."
printer.
Nickelodeon's cutthroat.
Nickelodeon is kind of a piece of shit.
They were pretty much just defying all of his wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me sad, dude. SpongeBob's such a good show, but like, it's
Real
really only the
classic.
first.
Is it
4
still
seasons.
good though? I haven't seen it.
Only
Newer
the first
episodes
4
aren't that
seasons
great.
are what's
It's
worth
pretty much
watching.
like the first 3 seasons are all fucking bangers. It's banger after banger, and then you get to season 4, and there's like a slight drop off, but I think for the most part it's still good.
Yeah.
When did the SpongeBob movie come out? The
It was
first animated
after
one?
season 3.
Okay.
And that's where the
That
show was
makes sense.
supposed to end.
That
And
makes
season
sense.
4 is where Steven Hillenburg stopped by being part of the creative process.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
And that's when it switched over to like gross out humor and
That would have been a
Yeah.
great
making
ending too.
SpongeBob cuter and cuter and cuter.
There's a good documentary on YouTube about the entire story.
There's a lot of good
yeah,
documentaries about
we
SpongeBob.
stay up all night watching documentaries about SpongeBob.
I didn't know there was such an intense SpongeBob fan base. I
There
guess that
is
makes
a
sense.
pretty
There is.
intense SpongeBob fan base.
Yeah,
There's an intense one for the video games too. Battle for Bikini Bottom has a pretty strong.
Did you play the rehydrated?
I did, yeah.
I've heard
It
that
was
one's
That
pretty good.
slaps.
It was okay. Like I'd still rather play the original.
Nothing satisfies your SpongeBob. You're such a snob for SpongeBob.
I am kind
It
of
was
snobby
fine.
about SpongeBob.
Not a banger like the first 3 seasons.
I'm
Yeah,
very.
So is this
I don't-
what this
like,
podcast
well-
is about?
SpongeBob.
I don't
The
even. Yes,
the movement in those 2 games is very different. Okay, one of them's very stiff.
he's into
Rehydrated is
speed
very
running,
stiff.
is why.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Yeah, he's into speed running. SpongeBob.
I'm not good at it. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I know like.
So you're not even speedrunning.
All right, so here's the
Playing
deal.
the game really bad. And you're like, guys,
No,
I'm
no, no,
speedrunning.
no,
It's okay.
here's the
It's
deal.
supposed to be
It's-
glitchy.
I know how to do like the first half of the game of an any percent run, but that's like it. I don't know anything after that.
What is an any percent run?
Any percent means that you finish the game with like the minimum amount of like points, I
So you-
guess.
You just get to the end of the
You just
game.
get the 50%. You're like, okay,
Well,
I'm done.
so you had
Time.
100% getting all 100 spatulas. You can think of spatulas as like, you know, like the Mario games where you
Shines,
have to fucking
whatever the fuck they call
get the
them.
stars to end the level or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a
Same
certain amount of
concept.
those, and you can move
And
on to the next.
100% would be getting all of the spatulas. Any percent, you only need 75.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically 77, but it's any percent.
Oh, I thought you said like you can only get halfway through in any percent. and then
No.
you're done.
Oh, I can get halfway through that run, but the full run is 77 spatulas.
So you can do a 50% run.
I cannot even do that, no.
You
I'm
can get-
so confused as to what
You, well, you have to unlock. Okay, let me try to
I
explain
can,
it.
all I got is you can get.
You have
can
to.
play the
You have to
game.
get a certain amount of spatulas before you can move on to the next
Like
stage
section of
area.
the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So-
He gets
you
through
need-
all of the sections of the game. He doesn't necessarily go for all the spatulas.
You
that he-
need 75 spatulas to get into the boss battle that ends the game. And then you get 2 more in that boss battle, so you finish the run with 77 spatulas out of 100.
Okay.
I cannot finish the run. I can only do half of that.
So you can
Half
only
of
get.
77.
I don't even think I get to like 30.
So you can get like 37 and a half spatulas and you're done.
Yeah. Well, I don't finish it, but yeah.
if we're talking averages, I guess.
Like you get to that 37 spatula and you see the 38th, but you just can't make that jump.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Sure.
just keep dying and you just give up.
Yeah.
And then you still get your time and you're like, that's a
Mhm.
pretty good speedrun.
Yeah.
We add this to the
It's-
forum.
So
It's
have
been 17 minutes. That's
So
the
have you
fastest
beaten
end.
the game yet?
Casually, yeah. Not speed running it.
So isn't you beating the game at the casual pace your speedrun score?
Yeah, technically.
We need another task.
So why don't you just play it casually but really fast? I'm confused as to why
Yeah.
you're getting stuck on 37.
Why don't you just play it through and then try to get better incrementally instead of?
Isn't that what speedrunners do?
No. Speedrunning uses like glitches and tricks in the game to
Oh.
exploit. Like the crazy. Alright,
Dash
they
running?
fucking found this shit a couple weeks ago, dude. where they take the fucking disc and they put ketchup on it and then wipe it off and then put it in the fucking console because it makes the game's loading screens like load faster. So it cuts their time down. Like
What's the
they'll
science
do
behind that? What?
just something about the way that the laser reads the disc. So the way that they found this was that they were trying like different hard drives on the original Xbox to see which one or like which types would
Oh,
load
this
faster.
is the original?
Yes.
Not rehydrated.
Yes.
Okay.
And so after hours of this, Shift's hands got very slimy and greasy, and he got fingerprints on the disc, and then tried that and was like, okay, so now I have the speed from, like, I'm getting the faster loading times from the hard drive. But the issue was that they couldn't do lag clips, which is a trick in the game where you exploit lag to, like, drop through the map pretty much. Because it was loading too fast, so the game wouldn't lag. So the grease let them do the lag clips while still getting the faster loading
So
time.
just sped up the disc by just lubing it up?
Pretty much.
So why they use ketchup and not like baby oil?
I don't know,
or
there's
something?
something about ketchup that specifically works. I haven't watched the ketchup video yet. But I know that, like, they realized it and he was like, yo, what does your disc look like? And the dude's like, here. And it looked like fucking dog shit because apparently someone told him to clean his disc with spit. So he'd been, like, licking his disc clean and wiping them with his pillowcase. And that's how they figured all this
This
out.
sounds like some 4th grade cheat codes that you get from your friends in the bar.
This is like, you know, there's like old videos where you like scratch a disc. You go on YouTube in like 2008, where it's like, yeah, put toothpaste on your disc and it'll fix the
Yeah.
Like
scratches.
when your NW2 copy got broken? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get this like tip off the back of a school bus? You just got on the bus one day and sat next to a 5th grader and he's like, hey, you know the speed run this? And you're like, what? He's like, just spray some ketchup on it.
your disc.
That just makes the loading screens load faster. It saves them like 33 seconds.
It's
Fuck.
better that there's a group of people. Like, it's way better though that there's a group of people like researching this and trying to get this.
Yeah, just
Like they got a
Bikini Bottom
science
fan base.
behind this.
It's just some Reddit page and the guy's like, guys, this is gonna sound crazy.
No, it's just all in the Discord. It's just all in the Discord, pretty much.
Oh, that's even worse.
They've adapted.
Just some moderator's like, okay guys, only use Heinz ketchup, there's a sponsorship deal.
You gotta get
Off
Shift
brand
on the
doesn't
show,
work.
man.
Don't you dare use relish.
I really want to get Shift on this show.
I don't think he would do it.
I don't think
Who's
so either.
Shift?
He's-
He has the world record in every category for Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Why?
To put it in perspective, he plays every day,
I understand
and
how
he no. He plays every day, and he hasn't had a break in like 5 years.
Yeah, he's going into like he's going on 5 years of playing this game every day, and he's only had like
just the PS2 version, like the
no,
original?
he plays the Xbox version because it loads faster.
Every day.
He's played it
Wow.
every day
Yeah,
for
every
5 years.
I'm more impressed that the Xbox is still going. Honestly,
I think he's gone through a bunch of them.
oh my god, imagine paying like $600 just to play the same game every day. I think he has a problem.
I just
Has
it's
anyone,
so
like,
strange.
reached
to
out?
I mean,
like,
he's doing
I
good
know.
on this.
Yeah, like I think it's
Twitch,
fucking
though.
sick. He makes enough to pay his fucking bills.
And buy new
And all he
Xboxes.
does is fucking play. Most time he shows up in like a bathrobe. He's just on Twitch playing SpongeBob, and he's paying his bills like that. That's
So he's
fucking
not doing
incredible.
all right. Okay,
No,
mentally.
that's fucking. I'm sure he's the happiest fucking person. Well, I don't want to say that.
How do you do
but,
that? Like,
We
I log
can't-
onto
Like
that game.
holy shit!
We can't have him on the show though because he can't come here. 'Cause he has to play SpongeBob.
Well,
It'll be
then
a
we
middle
just
of the night thing.
fucking. We'll do it through Zoom.
Yeah, or Discord.
Yeah, that would work.
I think he's too busy.
You can play
He's
SpongeBob
really
while
busy
he's
trying to
on.
beat his own record. Like, at what point do you stop?
Dude, he always says that he doesn't care about like what anybody else's score is. He just always wants to beat his own scores. Like he plays
Why
for
doesn't he
himself.
like put his mind towards something productive?
I think it's productive. He's paying his bills. That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
yeah, but like he could like,
Productive for him.
if he put his mind to like curing cancer.
Is he sponsored by Heinz?
He's probably working
So
on it.
funny.
Did he come up with the ketchup thing?
I didn't watch
Does
the
he,
video.
Does he use the ketchup thing? Is my question.
I didn't
I
watch
want to
the
know
video.
who was using the ketchup thing.
I didn't
'Cause if
watch the video.
Why'd you bring it up if you don't know everything about it? I don't understand. Like, where did you find this information?
Well, I've been following
Is it
Shift
just
for
a
while.
headline that you saw and you're just spreading the fake news?
Also, you've
No,
been
there's
following
YouTube
him for a
videos about
while.
this.
Like, he plays it through. Why don't you use some of his pointers to try to better
do.
your score?
I do.
Okay, but you're still only halfway through.
Yeah, well, I gave up after like 4 weeks
Okay.
of trying.
You
I
think
played it like every day for like a month, and I'm like, fuck, this is hard. I'm not doing this.
Do you think you could ever be committed to a game like him?
No, not that game.
That's what I'm saying. I can understand the addiction to, like, video gaming in general because it's like a
Yeah,
hobby.
playing games every day, for sure.
But the same, like, 2004 original
2002.
2002 Xbox game.
It's a single player game too, so like there's no. Like, he's
It's
just
like
by
one day he
himself.
was playing it as a kid and his dad just like smacks him upside the head really hard and it's just been stuck in his head. He's like, oh, I have to play this now. It's just a twitch of his. Every time he sees his dad, he's just like, oh, SpongeBob.
I wonder if he was playing in school.
Yeah, I wonder how
No,
long he's
He
been
had
playing.
one of those
So,
backpack things that like opens.
If
up
I
the screen.
remember correctly, we've been talking about this. Like
Yeah.
it's almost gonna be weird
Oh, we're doing the intro, right?
that we've been talking about.
We already
Shift
did that.
for like
Okay.
20
Yep.
minutes.
I don't know.
We really should be talking about Josh because he's our guest.
I'm pretty into this fucking shift thing.
But-
This guy.
All right,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know
finish it with
who
this.
this dude
Okay.
is.
So
I just feel sorry.
as far
for him.
as I'm aware, he said that he played it as a kid and it got left there for a while. And one day when he was like 18 or some shit, he picked it back up and was like,
nostalgia.
yeah,
That's fair.
it's like a Pokemon thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I got Pokemon on my Switch. Like the first day I got the Switch, and I played for like 5 days, and I was like, why
But I
am
get
doing
that. But
this when
eventually
I can
the
play
nostalgia
Witcher?
dries up, and you realize that the game is just
Yeah.
terrible.
And I was
But the
like,
game's not terrible. That's why he still plays.
But I mean, 5 years of playing every
I
day.
feel like
it becomes
Pokemon has way more replayability than SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Am I right about that? I don't know. I haven't played the SpongeBob games. You're gonna have to.
It's not very dynamic though, and I think we can. It's a platformer though. At the end of the day, like there's only
Yeah.
so many things that you can do.
So it's like is it kind of like Crash Bandicoot type style?
All right, but here's the deal. This is what everybody says.
It's
This
kinda
is
like
what
Sonic.
broke. It's the trick that broke the game that made it fun.
Catch up.
Because once you get it, the game gets a lot more fun. It's called cruise boosting.
Okay.
Basically-
What's it do?
What happens is you have power-ups that you gain throughout the game, and one of them he like takes out his bubble wand, and he like makes like a rocket, and you can shoot the rocket at shit. And then the other one's a bubble bowl, and he rolls up a bowling ball and he rolls it. You know,
Mhm.
if you hit the inputs at the same time on the same frame while moving, it'll lock your movement speed
So
and makes
much-
you way fucking faster.
How fast? Like three times, 4 times?
I don't have the number.
Is it? It's just fast.
It's
no wonder you suck at
fast.
speedrunning.
And then there's different
like
things, like
Sonic fast.
like you can do them where you're falling off like a ledge and you get all of that onto one frame. It'll lock your speed from falling too, and that one's way faster.
But what happens? Like you're in the speedrun, you're like going at it. You're like 20 minutes in. I don't know how fast these speedruns are, but like let's just say you're close, and then you just accidentally fall off the cliff and like fuck up. And then, like whole speedrun's gone.
Yeah, sometimes depending on where you are.
I
Yeah.
couldn't just I don't think I have the mental capacity to be like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna
sometimes
do this
it's
again.
really funny how mad he gets. Like sometimes like you feel bad, but he's like fucking so mad that you can't help but be like, that's pretty funny.
It's just a bad day at the office for him.
He breaks the disc, has to get a new one, put more ketchup on it, wipe it off. There's ketchup all over his robe.
All of the Xboxes in his area have been scouched by him.
Next
It's just
time
Facebook
Shift is
Marketplace
live, I'm
every
sending
day.
it to you.
Just once a week, like his neighbors can expect an Xbox to just go flying through the window because his bubble boost didn't work. But I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't know.
No, I
He
think
seems like a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
we
saying
don't
we
know
want
his-
him on here.
We don't know his name.
I wonder
Yeah.
what his fan base is. Do you think it's strictly like 11 and 12-year-olds who just like
No
have nothing
way.
better to do, or is it like people like our age or his age?
I think it's people closer to our age. For the most
Wow.
part.
I don't know which is
It's
worse.
people that grew up with the game.
Interesting.
I mean, I get playing it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I guess probably
I
12
don't
year
really
olds
play it
don't even
anymore.
have.
I had a phase
like,
where I gave it a go.
Gen
I'm
1
like, I'll see how I feel
Xboxes
about
or
this.
Yeah, I guess they don't know what that is.
They don't know what that is.
I'd much rather shoot people. Like,
True.
At the end of the day, that's
Wow.
way more satisfying. Like,
Like Call of Duty.
yeah.
I'll edit the Call of Duty
To
part out.
clarify.
Yeah, but even that has like way more replayability. Like, you do anything you want in that, basically.
Yeah.
There's no consequences. You can just run around and just do
It's like
stupid
role
shit.
playing GTA.
Yeah. I want to get the Lego games on PC.
I have 2 of those, just the Star Wars ones.
The
I
Star Wars
have
ones. The
Lego Lord of the
Batman one was like
Rings.
$5.99
I
the
remember
other
that.
day.
Dude, all the Lego games are on Switch.
Ma- What about like the Scholastic Book Fair Lego game? You guys
The
remember that?
Scholastic Book Fair Lego game.
You guys remember that? It's like the Lego World game.
No.
Did you ever steal stuff from that when it came to your school?
Oh yeah.
Every year.
Glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, those were good
Erasers
times.
were the big thing. They were easiest.
I had a
Fucking
black
walk
market.
over, you grab a handful.
Black market trade just for like Ripley's Wild or whatever the hell it's called.
Remember when we stole all those raffle tickets and gave
Oh yeah. And
we gave somebody used them and won free driver's ed with the ones we stole.
it was a job fair. We just stole all the tickets for it. I started the idea because we saw. I was like, "Hey, Alex, do you think we should take that roll?" Cause
Yeah,
there's
we weren't
a
even gonna use
giant
them. We were just
roll.
like thought it was funny to take them, like to see how much we could get.
Wait,
away
was
with
it like
taking.
what? Like you actually paid for the raffle ticket, or did everybody? Get
Oh
a
yeah, you
raffle?
have to pay for these raffle tickets, and like, or you had to like go to these.
No, you
booths.
you just had to go to the booth and like
Did they-
have them sign a paper. And
But there
they'd
was
give
only,
you
like,
one.
35 booths, and we found a roll of like at least 100.
So somebody used those 100.
Well, we
And
like
then
we realized,
won the raffle.
oh, we don't want any of this shit, so we just gave it to someone. And I think we gave some to. I know someone flushed them down the toilet because they were scared.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same guy. He flushed some of them down the toilet because he didn't want them to
Okay,
be in
yeah.
order.
I just imagine him freaking out.
I think it was Caleb, right?
A string of paranoia.
He did no. It was Dalton that won it.
Okay, so it was Dalton. So
Didn't
who
he not
flushed them?
even use the driver's ed after he won it?
Yeah, and then he didn't use it.
That's the biggest flex.
It was like
And
a
then they were
$500.
Oh yeah, I think it was like an hour away in like Augusta.
Oh right. It was some useless prize.
It was a useless prize anyway.
I remember that because the guy who was running that booth was late, and then we just ended up taking his tickets because we were supposed to hand them out to kids, so it was like participating. But since we stole his tickets, he was like actively looking for them, and they made an announcement asking if anyone had seen the tickets.
And they still accepted him.
Yeah, they still accepted them because they didn't keep track. This wasn't well organized. I'm sure it was like some dumb idea the principal came up with. Like,
So they didn't even like
Yeah,
verify
no.
the tickets. Just say like, Dalton spent $800
No.
to win this $500.
Because that was supposed to be like a 40-minute thing every year. And I wasn't supposed to do it my freshman year. But I did it each year of high school. And I stayed all day, basically.
Yeah, they would like take you out of classes, like just some random blocks. You'd like put in a number. And
Yeah.
That number would go at these different block times.
Yeah, I just wouldn't go back.
And what was the purpose for this? You said job.
It was
It was like a
It
job
was a
thing.
career
Career
fair,
fair,
thing,
yeah.
or like for like colleges.
Yeah, I had
and-
colleges and stuff.
So you guys knew that like police work was probably not your forte.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I knew pretty well that I wasn't doing anything at that career fair.
yeah. Nothing there was even good. Like there was like a thing. There was a
Be a driver's ed instructor.
There was like a demonstration to be a mason. They were literally like it was just like part of a partially built brick wall, dude.
You know, like
They're
The
like, yeah,
Office
try it
on
out.
the
Dude, you're so good at
episode,
stacking bricks.
like the episode they go to the
Become a
career fair
mason.
on The Office.
I've never seen The Office.
All right.
Okay.
Well, on The
We're gonna
Office,
skip
the
over
career
that.
fair, pretty much same
We'll
thing.
cut that out.
Was
We'll
awful.
cut that out.
I can't believe that. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, you.
Well, I've
gotta
seen
watch
like clips here and there, but like I've never like sat down and been like, oh, I'm gonna watch The Office today. I tried
can't
watching.
anymore.
I tried watching Parks and Rec. I got through like 2 episodes.
Yellow.
it. The Office.
That show sucks.
is.
Okay.
I don't like Parks and Rec that much.
I don't understand the comedy in The Office.
I only like Ron
The
Swanson.
first 2 seasons
Ron
aren't
Swanson's
comedy.
very funny.
They aren't.
No.
Okay. That's probably
They're
why.
just awkward.
That's probably why when I was
Like, the
watching, I
first
was like,
Very dry.
Yeah, the
this
first 2
fucking
seasons are awkward.
Sucks.
I fucking love them.
Yeah, dude, it's like so painful to watch that it's hilarious.
Is that the point?
Yeah.
Because I felt pain the whole time, and I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
just-
this is
it's
probably
just
not
Super
for me.
me.
awkward.
Yeah,
You're
it's
just
how you're
like,
supposed
oh.
to feel.
And I go on Twitter, I'm like, yeah, Office fucking sucks.
Well, people will take that to heart. They're like, I've spent all my life watching this. What do you mean it sucks?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
you're
people are
attacking
gonna
them.
dislike this video now because you said that, even though the rest of us here
Well,
are like, I
you
love
don't have
The
to
Office.
dislike it because I found out that I just started the 3rd season.
You're that Mormon on the
No,
left.
you gotta
really
watch
sucks.
the first two
That's
seasons
why-
at once.
The first 2 seasons are really important. They're more of like
Can I spark
character
now?
building, but it's just really awkward. And then the actual story starts more in
Spoiler
season
alert.
3.
What the fuck's the story about? It's about an office?
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
there
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
like starts
You
to
know.
become like a pretty overall arching theme and plot line through the rest of it. The first 2 seasons feel pretty random with like one consistent storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But this
Maybe
dropped
I'll
there.
watch
that's
it.
your homework.
This
What about
dropped
How I
there,
Met Your Mother?
But that's
No.
an important one.
You've
What the
never
fuck?
seen How I Met Your Mother?
Never.
Watch that tonight.
I like how
Whole thing.
this episode has just been us talking about TV the entire time.
I grew up in poverty. I didn't have TV, okay, until I was like 17. And by
Well,
then,
you have
you
it now.
have one
so-
now.
by then I was like, yikes, this is not fun.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't watch that much. TV is like just for like when I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
Something that
I would
put on the
pirate
background.
Top Gear episodes on my school laptop.
That's
That was
fair.
my extent of TV.
Fair.
If you're gonna pirate anything, might as well be Top Gear.
I tried to do that with Iron Man once, and my house got a cease and desist letter from Warner Bros. Or whatever company manufactures it.
That's really funny.
And my dad came in and he had to talk to me. He's like, Josh, what did you do? And I was like, well, first of all, there's more people than just me in this house. And he's like, no, I know. And in those situations, it's just best, because I didn't know how to deal with a cease and desist. I was like 13.
And he probably came to you because he's like, you're the only one smart enough in this house.
Well, no,
that
he
couldn't
used to
do
come
that.
with me, like, for dumb shit all the time. Besides, funnily enough, the drum set. But he used to, like, there was like this, like, you know how people can make that toilet paper thing that's supposed to mask the smell of weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought I made one of those, and I was like 12 at the time. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, I know Alex and his friends are too dumb to make one. So it had to be you. Not this Alex, my stepbrother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? He just, I don't know. He didn't like come and ask me about it. He told my sister about it in a roundabout way. She's like, Josh, do you smoke weed? And I was like, what? I don't even know how to get that.
I'm 12.
Josh is like, I wish. Do you?
What?
Do you?
No, can't.
You should have asked her.
Oh, no, I should have, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Why can't you? Paramedic?
Military.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of Mormons in there.
There are. I used to go to, not their church service, what was it? Do you remember what it was? No, it's not Latter-day Saints. We talked about that, so I don't think about Latter-day Saints. It was, let's just call it pagans. Pagans used to go at free bagels. So I used to go to, this one just because they gave out donuts. And I got so into it. They gave out donuts and hot chocolate. And I got so into it because I realized you get 2 donuts if you, like, read the scripture. So I used to volunteer every time to read scripture just to get donuts. When I
Did you
was
start
your age.
falling for the religion?
No. I fell for the donuts. Because they were like homemade, like professionally made donuts. And I was like, okay, I get 2 if I read. My hand would just shoot up. I'd volunteer every time.
You're like, this is the opposite of the church I used to go to as a kid where I had to give them shit.
Now I'm getting donuts.
And I didn't donate $1.
They must have been hurting though. They're having to bribe people with donuts.
Oh, that's 100% the reason I did it. I kept it a secret though. I didn't tell anyone else there was donuts there. Because those were my donuts.
That's fair. You don't want to get.
Yeah, I'm
sweet.
pretty
That's
sure
probably
you
the-
wrote that to me in a letter when you were.
I
in
probably
boot
did.
camp.
Because it's been like, what, a few years and I still remember it? Yeah.
They must have been good donuts.
Oh, they were.
Can we go back? Like, can you go there now?
To the church?
Yeah.
I'm going there in October.
Can I come to try the donuts?
I guess you can visit me. I can sign you on the base.
Yes.
Are we allowed to
Split the
visit you on
scripture?
base this time?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is like college, basically.
I don't know if I'll do that because I'm broke.
That's fair.
Until this
Where's
podcast
the,
takes
where's
off,
the
I don't
base?
know. But I
Missouri.
might.
Oh. That's a drive.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be driving down there, so.
You guys can stop at all the donut shops. That's probably the largest extent I've seen somebody go for a donut, though.
No, there's
I'm gonna
nothing
be
around there.
completely honest.
There's some stuff, like there's St. Louis pretty close by, but you don't really want to make it a goal to vacation in Missouri.
Fair enough.
I think the goal is to vacation out of Missouri, like even to Alabama.
I was gonna start hitting some pain points for Missouri, but I was like,
Don't
Maybe
do
he
There's,
has
there's
family in
Route
Missouri.
66. Like there's a stop that had like a Uranus store, but the whole thing was just themed around making Uranus jokes. Like I have a plumbing shirt that says "Been plumbing in Uranus since 1966," which is pretty good.
That's pretty funny.
I spent $25 on that.
That's a
What is the
word for you.
town called, Uranus?
No, it's just like a pit
So-
stop.
Oh,
Like there was a
right.
restaurant there and like a gift shop, and that was it. And I was like, I have to.
And
That
it's
was the
just called
day.
Uranus.
Yeah, I remember that was the day I got out of training, and then that's what I went to.
yeah, like that's celebratory.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You're like, this is all that Missouri has to offer.
Fantastic.
So I was like in my dress
You're like,
blues,
yeah,
just
'cause
fresh
you feel
out of
like
the
you're in a
boot camp
foreign
private,
planet.
and I just went and bought this shirt, and I was like, wow, what am I doing with my life? The cashier looked at me funny. I looked at me funny. My mom looked at me funny. Like, this is what you're spending your money on? I was like, yeah.
It's like, this is the first time I've left the
My
military
first
base in
purchase.
6 months.
First
I
purchase.
need this shirt. Do you still have the shirt?
Oh yeah.
How come I
I don't wear it anywhere.
You
It's
should
just
have.
it's tucked in a drawer.
You should have wore it today.
It's like a fleshlight. Like I keep it in my drawer. It's like a shameful thing.
You like look at it, it looks back at you, you know.
Yep.
We're gonna have you on here again at some point. And you gotta wear it for the next episode.
That shirt. Okay. I actually could have.
Dug it out. Have you ever worn it?
Yes. Yeah, I've worn it. I stopped wearing it.
Is there a reason you stopped wearing it?
Yeah, my teacher made a comment about it. And they're like, "Is that a real town?" And I was like, "No," and they had me explain it, like in front of the class. Like this is.
It does sound like a real town though. Like why the fuck would there be a Uranus
I'm sure
shop?
there is a real town, but it's not a town I've visited in Missouri.
Yeah.
So I had to explain. She didn't get the teacher didn't get. It was an English teacher, of course, in college, and she didn't get the English joke. Like not the English joke, the joke in the shirt. Like she didn't get the laying pipe in Uranus. So I had to explain what laying pipe meant in Uranus to the teacher in front of the class. Like I wasn't embarrassed about that. It was just not something I wanted to do with my time that day.
That's fair.
So I just never worked that because I don't want to explain what laying pipe is to some 6-year-old woman for 30 people.
It's like, yeah, I've been fucking asses.
I didn't use swears. I was proud of myself for not doing that. I was like, it means having.
I wouldn't have been able to do it, dude. I would have just yelled at him.
I wouldn't even have thought about it.
It means having consensual sex of any gender in someone's rear ends.
Is that how you said it?
I think so. I don't know.
I like how you specified consensual. Like,
It's important. It's college.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
I
should wear
remember
it for a
someone
job
mi-
interview.
Someone misidentified someone in that class. It was a nightmare. I think the class ended that day because it got so bad.
Not good.
No. Not at all.
You gonna go back someday?
To the class?
No.
Yeah.
To the store.
Done. To what?
To the store.
I might when I'm down there. I have a lot of free time. It's like a 9 to 5 job basically when I'm down there.
How long are you there?
I am there. I don't know. I leave on October 10th and I come back sometime.
You don't know when?
I do know when. I just can't tell you.
Oh,
right
so
now.
you'll be around during the summer at least.
This summer? Yeah, I'll be around.
Sick. You missed like all of last summer.
Did I
was
miss
that last summer? Or was it the summer
It was the
prior?
summer before.
It was the summer before.
I think it was the summer before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Some summer. I was gone.
Yeah.
You missed the whole summer. Right?
But I might be on orders this
oh
summer.
yeah, no.
so-
Last summer we keep forgetting about it because it got canceled because it was 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Right.
yeah.
Last summer just didn't happen.
That's when I was gone
That's-
for a
so,
week. Yeah.
So it kind of was last summer that you were in boot camp because the one in between doesn't count.
I guess so.
As bad as they make it out to be.
What?
Boot camp.
Not even close. Some people sucked. But-
Devin said that too.
Devin? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about sports?
Don't do sports because of COVID.
Yeah, true.
Kind of makes it hard. I know you guys just picked up boxing, but my gym unfortunately closed down because they're moving.
You should just come to our boxing gym and box for a little while. Could be fun.
Same attitude I had.
You're like, I don't let you wouldn't box.
No,
Why not?
I don't really like boxing.
Why?
It's just not my thing.
It's fun.
I don't know. I'm not really into that whole striking thing. I felt like Krav Maga got that in my system.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just not really into the idea of grappling right now. That doesn't sound like fun.
Well, COVID, it was pretty awkward. But
You're just 6 feet
Can't really do
apart.
it.
Just 6 feet apart. You guys are just like.
well, no, you wear your mask the whole time. There's like designated sections. You have to be like, oh, I don't have any symptoms, stuff like that. But I was gonna go back once I got fully vaccinated. But unfortunately, the gym closed down because the landlord at the place I go just decided to, because it's a new landlord and like these people have been there forever. They just like renovated the building, but the guy wants to turn it into like a duplex or something. We just kicked him out,
Nice.
which makes no sense. Now they're moving, and I have to wait for them to open up there.
Have you been vaccinated?
Half.
Pfizer?
I don't know. I threw away my card. Apparently, you're supposed to keep it. I didn't know that. That's the first thing I threw away. It's like when you get your oil changed. Like, you have the sticker. Why keep the paperwork?
Yeah.
It's in Carfax already, so why the fuck do you need it?
Yeah, you
I
know
just
you
throw it
got
away.
it. That's all
And if someone doubts my half vaccination, I'll be like, okay, that's a weird thing to doubt.
Like, alright, I
Carfax.
guess I'll get another.
Like, why would I lie about being half vaccinated?
So why would you go just to get the
You
second
just
one?
want the booster.
Yeah, you're like, I think that the first one's the tracking plant. Okay? The second one's the real vaccine.
Like, I don't even care about getting shots. Like, I've already gotten, like, I get, like, 40 each year just because you have to in the military for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but...
Do they probe your ass? Or is that just a myth?
I did get a finger in the butthole. You do have to, like,
It's real.
spread your cheeks and cough.
It's real.
What?
I just found out that's real.
What
I just
is-
thought that was like a myth.
With
Oh,
the
well-
finger in the ass?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
To join the
does?
military.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes
Not
they
when
don't
you're
shove the whole
60.
finger up there. In Portland, it's this really old man who's been doing it since, like, I don't know, I guess the 80s.
Imagine that being your
Probably
job.
since, like, 1980, 1680, I don't know. He's really old. And he shows it. And just, like, for the past 60 years, I guess, he's just been staring at dudes' assholes.
Well, you know
And
what they
women's
say,
assholes.
man. If you love what you do, it doesn't feel like a job.
I'm sure it's, like, a good pickup line.
Yeah, dude. Isn't there a whole Seinfeld episode about that? The proctologist.
Oh, yeah.
He's the ass man.
Yep.
And then, like, Kramer, like I think steals his license plate. Because it's his ass man.
Seinfeld's a pretty weird show.
No, but it is true. You lay on a table, spread your cheeks, cough, the whole thing. That's fine. It's fun. Wakes you up. Because you go pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a new experience, I bet.
Did you prepare for it anyway?
No. God, no. I'm into some kinky shit, so. An old man with a finger in my ass is, like, down here on my list of surprising things. He does have soft hands, I'll give him that. He was wearing gloves, so that's probably it, but... Imagine just bare-handing someone's ass. Wouldn't that be horrifying to know that someone does that?
Weren't you the one that commented about how all we talked about was shit stories in the last one?
Well, this is different. I haven't mentioned shit. I was,
See how easy it is? That's all I'm saying.
well, that was not like it actually is like a story. I mean, a man shoved a finger up my ass. I'm not talking
It's
like
not an everyday thing.
I like shit. It's not an everyday thing. Yeah, it could be for some people.
That's true.
Not for me.
For him, it is.
It is for not his asshole.
Well, yeah, but putting a finger
Yeah,
in
he
an ass is
explores
an
other
everyday thing.
people's. I feel bad for him. He probably does like 30 a day.
I bet he knows his body type though.
So
So
if
he
you,
definitely
like-
knows what he likes.
Oh yeah, if you calculate that out, it's like 30 a day, 5 days a week. So right there, that's like 150 assholes in 1 week, which is insane.
Multiply that by 52.
Yeah.
It's a big number.
So he probably gets the vacation. He probably gets really good pay
Probably.
if he's been doing it.
But it's
for
the
this-
military though.
It scales with time.
He's been there since 1680. So
And you have to
yeah.
be- he's not serving anymore. I'm sure he was, but
So he's a doctor now.
and as an officer. in
Imagine the
military,
VA nurse asking him what he did. I could show you.
He'll probably lie. Special forces.
It's kind of a special place.
He is. He made me feel special. So.
He uses the special
He
force
put
of
on
his
some R.
fingers.
Kelly, lit a candle.
R. Kelly.
At least I imagined he did. Made it easier.
Ask him to dim the lights.
It helped bring it back to my previous experiences, so.
Imagine what this guy would think. He's like, can we dim the lights first?
He had like not even like one of those sliding doors next to the switch. It was one of those turning knob ones.
Oh,
So he
nice.
could make eye contact and just twist the knob. And then he put on the glove. And I was like, no, it's okay. And he slowly took it off. No, it only happened twice though.
Is it like
What?
Is
I
it
did it
like a
twice.
yearly thing?
No.
Okay.
No, this is just a one-time thing for like when you're like
Joining.
it is for like when you first join. But then like if you're like going from like enlisted to officer, you have to do it too. Just like a health check. Which is why I had to do it.
So you're an officer.
Going to be. Not yet. I'm just a cadet right now.
That's cute.
It is pretty cute. It's the one time I get to act like a complete idiot and everyone's okay with it.
I'm like, oh, he's a cadet.
Oh, I take full advantage of it. I ask all the dumb questions. It's time to do it.
Yeah, get it out of your system now.
But it's true. Like,
Just one day you're like, is there another prostate exam?
no.
Do we get to do that again?
Yeah, that's about it though.
I'm glad I asked that.
What about the?
Yeah.
There's something you can get called a called the peanut butter shot. It's like it has what does it have in it?
I don't know where
Is
this
that the one that keeps you from like jerking off?
No, that's a myth. You just don't want to because everyone smells horrible. I'm sure some people are into that, but we did have this one guy who did it like every night. He would go into the stall and jerk off. We called it his cell, or not his cell, his stall. I'm not going to give out his name because he's still serving.
I heard from someone who was in the Marines that they did give them all a shot.
Oh, it's
to
a
stop
cult.
them
Don't
from
listen to them.
jerking off.
It's a cold.
Yeah, they're actually a cult.
The Marines are a cult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they
definitely.
screamed before they went and ate. Like they would like share the same chow hall as us, and they would scream. Like this is my own experience with Marines, so take it with a grain of salt. But these guys would like scream, like random shit, like chants before they went and ate. Like they had to sacrifice something before they went and like had a burger.
It is true though. Like when normal people leave the military, that's not the Marines. They don't really talk about it. They don't care. Marines leave the Marines though. They have flags.
Yeah, 6
fucking
bumper stickers.
shirts.
And they only did like 2 years and like swept floors, which is what most of them fucking do.
You don't even know how you had it.
Some Vietnam guy who just never went to Vietnam. He did like 2 years after Vietnam ended. But us people who are young don't know the difference.
They were in logistics.
Oh, 83, that was Vietnam War, right? And he's like, yeah, you don't know what I saw over there. Agent Orange.
And a
It's
broom.
like, yeah, I had to fucking mop the floor every day.
They won't tell you that. They'll say like some random thing.
Yeah.
Special forces.
Some little kid jumped up out of a barrel, and honestly, I gotta say, I don't feel good about it, but I shot him. That one a couple times.
I was in a tunnel trying to mop this floor, and a Viet Cong soldier just jumped out.
Most of them are mechanics anyways. That you'll meet.
Just fixing cars.
Not even that. They literally just move stuff around all day. From my experience.
Logistic. It's like USPS, but
For the army.
Basically.
for the army.
super USB.
But they want to make them feel special so they don't quit and do something actually useful.
Oh yeah, retention's like super hard to get right now. I'm not sure why, because it's a decent job if you stay long enough. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I'll say about the military. My limited experience.
Just ass stuff and
Oh.
shitting on the Marines.
I'm sure Marines will see this and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck you
This
know?
guy.
Yeah. Even though we've probably done just as much.
Yeah, dude. This is
'Cause
the beef we were looking for. We're gonna get a bunch of Marines. We pissed off like.
Then again, somebody's gonna hear this and
Bunch
be
of
like, yeah,
Marines.
that's true. Like somebody that only did like a 2-year trip or something.
That's what most people do. They only do like 2 or 3 years. I'm fucking signed on for 8 because I'm an idiot, and I saw, oh, 5,000 grand a semester. That sounds good to me. Not realizing I just signed away like 10 years of my life.
Yeah. I feel like I said that at the time. I was like, "Are you sure about that?" And you're like, "Yeah,
It's
it
fine.
seems like a good
You
deal."
get paid quite a bit once you're in, because I've like served still right now, and then once I get commissioned, it comes out to be like 65, 70 grand right off the bat. So it's
Yeah.
not bad.
Buy a Dodge Challenger.
No. Thankfully. I bought a BMW, okay. I did buy a Mustang. That's besides the point.
What kind of BMW?
It's parked outside. It's a wagon.
Like a 3, 5.
3. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
You're like, it's supposed to last me 10 years. It won't.
It's better than the Mustang.
Yeah, the Mustang was... I don't want to get into that.
Is that
need to put it- we need to like get a picture of the Mustang and put it on the screen right now and show everyone that Mustang.
It was cool looking. I'll
It
give it
was.
that. Seth and I drag raced a couple people in it. I don't know how we beat them because it was like the slowest Mustang, but
What year was it?
73, I think.
Was it really ghetto?
Not the best year of the
Wasn't it a
Mustang.
70? Was it a 73?
I have no idea.
I don't remember now.
I don't remember either.
I know it was a Mustang.
And I
too.
own the car. It was a Mustang 2. Yeah.
Wasn't it? I think it was a Gia edition.
Yeah, it was. So it was
Yeah.
like top of the line Mustang 2, had the V8 with racing headers, and that's all I knew about it. And I was like, $4,000, take my money.
And immediately sold it.
I immediately sold it. I lied.
Well, I mean, you didn't immediately sell it. You bought it, went to boot camp, it sat the entire time you were at boot camp, and then you sold it.
Yeah, and on my way to sell it, like it like got 2 flat tires. I don't know how that happens. This guy like talked about how hot his daughter was when I was selling it. It was really weird.
Fuck.
It was,
was
a really
weird.
awkward.
He's like, this guy bought a really cool Mustang. You can fuck my daughter.
Selling
No,
it was pretty funny.
He was talking about how it was like, because like the guy sold to was his daughter's boyfriend, and I guess he brought it to his girlfriend's dad's garage for him to look at it. And, like I got a flat on the way there, so it was like 9 o'clock at night by the time I actually made it. Because these guys had to come and like fill up my tire because the next station, like gas station, was like 2 miles away. They fill up the tire, brought it there. I didn't tell them that one of the tires was like shredded because I tried to like limp it there. I didn't tell them that. They didn't. I guess they found it afterwards.
Well, no, the other tire was popped.
Yeah, the other one did have a hole in it, but he's like,
should've
"Oh, it's
built
a
a
slow
cell
leak."
sign.
He like fixed the leak, and then like, I don't know why he told the guy, if you're gonna buy it, don't spend more than $4,000 on it. To like the daughter's boyfriend, and like he was like scared that if he spent too much, this guy was gonna hate him. I don't know why. But
Did you make any
like,
money on it?
what?
Did you make any money?
I made like $500.
So you made 4 or 5? Was that what
Yeah.
you sold for?
I sold it for 4 or 5. I told him I wasn't gonna sell it for any less. I bought it for $4,000, mind you. Put like maybe $30 into it, and then made $500.
Including the gas, right? Because it's just sat.
Oh yeah, including the gas, because I just fucking left. So I got the good end of the deal, but then the dad like wanted to show me his car that he like fixed up and everything like that, and then while we were sitting in it, he was talking about how hot his daughter was, and how this guy was lucky to be dating her, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's nice, and he like showed me pictures, and I was like, I think this guy wants to fuck his daughter.
His car too, though, I remember, was like parked in the woods.
Yeah, it was in the woods, just like far back, and,
And like he turned it on and immediately was just shooting blue smoke out of the back. I'm like, this
But
car.
he was like bragging about it because he's like, that's what you want. You want that instant start. See, I turned the turns on, and I was like,
Golden shooting out
Like
Alright.
you can smell it a mile away. Like, damn, this car is about to break.
and he was like shitty on my car because it just took a second to turn on because it's from 1973. So of course, it's not gonna be perfect. And he like was telling me how to do like jerry rig it so it started instantly, and I was like, yeah. But in my like think back now, I was like, you shouldn't have to jerry rig a car for
To get it to start.
and brag about it.
Yeah, with a
When there's obviously problems with the car.
Like my car, like I got it, and then I didn't think it was cool, but I just thought it was really funny that I had it. Because it was a Mustang too, and I could
Yeah.
tell people I had a Mustang.
Yeah.
And they'd look outside and they'd be like, oh,
It's
that's a Mustang?
They're like, it's a Mustang 2.
What's a Mustang 2? And I was like, I don't know.
So whatever the fuck that is.
Had a V8 in it though, so.
It was a nice little car though. I
says that one
enjoyed
time,
our
like,
brief moments with it.
yeah, when the gas gauge was broken, so I didn't know how much gas was in it. Parked it in front of Little Caesars, and it just died. And I don't know what happened to it. So we spent like an hour. Like these rednecks pulled up and had to help us. And we ended up having to get gas for it.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
It's gonna be one of those things where you just hears like brief conversations.
Cut this out.
All the parts where I spoke, can you cut those out too?
You're like, I don't want to be in this anymore.
If we all had individual mics, I totally would.
That's fair. I'm surprised you guys don't have lapel mics. Remember I found
Not
that
yet.
set for like $70?
Well, see,
That's $70 more than we
There's
have.
only one XLR
That's fair.
input on that.
Oh, okay.
We're probably gonna buy a new Focusrite, so we
Guess
can hook
that's
up
fair.
more mics.
You guys could put like a floor mic right here. Or hang one from the ceiling.
That was Dan's idea. Yeah.
If Dan comes in here, first thing, he walks up back there and just starts going through shit, and then goes, "Whoever did your hot water piping here did a stellar job."
What the heck?
And he starts complaining about how awful the hot water piping is at Smitty's.
Is he the maintenance guy?
No.
What the
He
fuck?
started looking at the furnace. He's like, "That's a nice furnace, guys."
Why is he an expert on furnaces? What the heck?
You'll have to. I'll just send. That episode comes out today, technically.
It's been out.
I was thinking about watching
New
it before I
video
came here.
out last week.
I'll send it to you.
It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's better than the first one.
That's fair.
Your
Yeah.
girlfriend might like it.
Maybe. I'll have to
Erica
show
might like it better. Not by
Okay.
much.
It's a hard bargain.
You gotta show Maeve and
Hey,
Erica.
actually,
They're
the
gonna both watch it.
the title's more relevant this time.
What is the title this time?
That
Horse
was
with
stories. Yeah.
There was horse whippets.
Oh yeah. That is relevant.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
actually do
about
talk
the
about
title of this one,
horse
which will
whippets.
just be prostate.
Oh, it's gonna be prostate.
Something along the lines of that. We'll
Alright,
think of something
that
clever.
Prostate exam. And then people go into this, and then we expecting that we talk about SpongeBob for like a half hour.
And here I am, the worst representation of what the military is about.
8-year
That's false,
contracts,
right?
prostate exams.
I'm gonna get a call from like my commander or something. Get written up for
It's
this.
like, hey,
Good
so you actually can't say that shit in the army.
counseling. Hey, I didn't shit talk it. I said it was a great job.
That's true.
Join the army.
You should talk to
GoArmy.gov.
Marines a little bit.
I like how Travis is just like not even in the frame anymore.
Travis is just like sleeping over there.
Did I take his spot on the show?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, where are you in this conversation?
Travis is like the
Literally
producer that
blocking
just
you.
sits back and like.
Like you can see your stomach. Now we gotta blur it.
I'm not blurring it. It's too much work.
Now you have to.
You have to blur it.
If you want to get sponsored,
Nudity
By
in
who?
videos.
I don't
Army?
know. You just can't have neutral.
We're just talking about being fingered
Dude,
for
we
like
could get
20
sponsored.
minutes.
We could get sponsored by Ask Pro Shop.
We're gonna get a cease and desist as well.
You need your hat back, sir.
Got it
Hey,
from, take
Got it from Cabela's.
You got an ass pro shop at Cabela's? They sold it like that, or just
I
took
don't
the B
know.
off?
Anthony got it for me.
Looks like the B was taken off. It's
It
really
does?
suspicious that there's just an outline of a B.
I
It's
know.
Like, yeah, they sold it like this.
I tried to wear it to work.
They said no.
They noticed it eventually, yeah.
Ah.
But I wore it for a little while.
I doubt they were able to sell that
I can
unless
give you my
Bass Pro Shops is
No,
like,
I think he
yeah.
had the embroidery, like, just patch over it.
That's some work to just give 3 hats out.
It was like $5. I
Okay.
literally paid
Okay.
$5 for this hat, and it was delivered.
You hung the painting.
I didn't pay shit
Yeah,
for mine.
we talked about it in the first episode.
Once
I
we actually
remember
get
that.
like some office space, it's gonna be really cool to have
I'm
all
glad
the
you
shit
didn't-
that we talk about.
You didn't drop a name for that. That's good.
true. No
Yeah.
names were given about who stole that painting.
So Josh knows who it is. That's what I'm
Yes.
finding out right now.
I do know who it is. We're pretty close, actually. I do know the full story.
If you can find Josh, you can find the guy.
I wouldn't say
Or
that.
girl.
I'm not gonna rat him out. Especially since I just gave my affiliation away, so I'm not gonna. Seems like a really bad idea.
Has he watched it yet?
Yes. Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
What
What do
the
you guys got? Like 10 views? Yeah, probably watched it.
We got 30 views, bro. Chill.
30.
And 1 dislike apparently.
I haven't looked at the views on the. I haven't looked at any of the views yet on the new one.
I don't know.
23 of those are Seth. He just does the repeat because he's lonely.
That was a joke in the last podcast, wasn't it? Or the podcast
Yeah, we did
before?
talk about just putting it on repeat.
That was the
And
first
we were
podcast.
like, don't do that.
Yeah, guys, don't do that.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that
that's probably a wrap.
Yeah.
All right.
We can call that a wrap.
When Travis gets on the scooter,
Is
we
it
know it's over.
Old mask. Gross. What the